You know, I get to do a lot of cool things in my life, and you know, like you say, karma is an interesting thing, and you know, there's some things in life that you can choose to do. There's stuff that happens that you have no control over, and I get to do a lot of really cool things. I have extreme highs, and I have extreme lows as well. And I got to do this really cool thing last year. I got to do this TV show. It was on TV3. You might have seen it. It was called Funny Roots. Right, TV3 rang me up and they went, "Hey, we want to do this TV show called Funny Roots." And I'm like, "Well, man, I've had heaps of them." Remember the Siamese twins? That was really awkward for one of them. Still appreciate them pretending to be asleep though. And TV3 are like, "No, that's not what it is. We want to take you, right? We want to find out where your ancestors come from, take you to your country of origin, see if there's any funny shit going on." And as it turns out, I'm a direct descendant from the first boatload of Bohemians that arrived here in New Zealand, and they settled in Puhoi 150 years ago this year, as it turns out. And they built a settlement. Well, not a settlement. They built a pub, okay? And the thing is, it's because they love drinking beer. I got to go to the Czech Republic. I got to go to Prague as part of the TV show. And I tell you what, gentlemen, you'll love it if ever you get the opportunity to go there. Beer is 50 cents.
All right.
50 cents for a beer. All the men have got big, huge beer bellies, big beer pots, every single one of them, okay? But all the women are like beautiful, attractive, gorgeous, sexy women. Because, you know, beer's 50 cents. Never always get a good response with that one. But we're there, right? There's me, there's the camera guy and the sound guy. There's us three Kiwi boys, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're drinking 50-cent beers, right? This guy comes up to us, he goes, "Hey, there's this really cool place here in Prague. And you've got to," well, when I say he didn't speak in a Kiwi accent, of course. He was speaking in like a German accent. It's just I can't do German accents because it starts off being German, but then it ends up being Indian. Like it starts off, "Guten Tag, welcome to our country. I hope you're having a very, very good day." But anyway, he comes up and he says to us, "Hey, there's this really cool place here in Prague called Big Sister. You go in there, free sex." And I'm going, "Free sex? There's got to be a catch." He goes, "There's a catch, all right. The catch is it's being streamed live on the internet." But it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been drinking 50-cent beers all day. Right, and I'll be honest with you ladies, right, at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm full of piss, that's when I do some of my best loving. I am a sex machine, 2 o'clock in the morning full of piss. And I said, "Come on guys, let's go." And we went, and awesome. It would have been, if it wasn't just us three Kiwi boys in there. I'm like, "Oh shit, this is awkward." Are you getting this? But I was excited. I'm going to Prague, right? I couldn't help myself. I went on Facebook and I went, "I'm going to Prague. See you later, losers. LOL." When I got back from Prague, somebody had broken into my house, stole half my shit, spray painted on the wall, "You were in Prague. See your stuff later, loser. LOL." Well, I wasn't impressed. You guys obviously think it's pretty fucking funny, but I wasn't impressed. I rang the police. I went, "I've been broken into, had my stuff stolen," and the police are like, "Sorry, there's nothing we can do about it, all right? We're short-staffed. There's just not enough of us. You just have to deal with it yourself. Ring your insurance company." Well, I wasn't impressed, right? But then a week later, I had a couple of mates over at my place, and I got this really cool van. It's a 1979 Ford Econoline. It's an American van. It's short wheelbase, 351 Windsor V8 in it, left-hand drive. It looks like a serial killer's van, okay? It really does. But the only windows in the back of it are those little porthole windows. It's like the last thing you get to look out of on the way to the forest, you know? And what we did is we gaffer taped, we got one of my mates, we gaffer taped his legs up, gaffer taped his arms, bit of gaffer tape around his mouth, right? We went down to the local gas station, I put 40 bucks gas in, I paid for the gas. As I'm walking back to the van, okay, the back doors of the van open up, my mate with the gaffer tape, so So I run over there, my other mate runs over there, we grab him, we throw him back in the van, his shoe comes off, we floor it, wheel spin out of the gas station, off up the road. Then we realise his shoe's missing, so we come flying back into the gas station. My mate gets out, throws the shoe in the car. Again, I floor it, and it's just squealing tyres and burning rubber and smoke and everything out of the gas station and off up the road like that, okay? And the gas station attendant, he's just freaking out. He's just there, he's going like, oh my golly gosh, no. Oh, no. This cannot be happening. No. So, he's a German dude. And because of all the CCTV footage and all the cameras and stuff like that, okay, like half an hour later at my place, 4 police cars turn up, 2 armed defender squad units are there, the police helicopter's there with the spotlight going, it sounds better in real life, obviously, like that, and it doesn't need to stop for a breath, because that'd be stupid. And then the dude with his loud he said, come out with your arms up, and I come out, and he goes, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, how come last week you were short-staffed and this week there's shitloads of you? You've got a rostering problem, New Zealand Police. Okay. Make your own fun. And I know I've been 20 years I've been doing this. Started out, I can't believe it, turned my life around being a comedian, and the fact that I could call on my Westie roots was just absolutely fantastic. And I know some of you have probably been watching me slowly go bald on national television. And yeah, it's like I know that you're the only one of your brothers with hair. That's awesome, eh?
We love you, Ryder.
But you know, I travel the world trying to make people laugh, and travel the country trying to make people laugh, and I love it. I love my job. But it's not very often people come up to me and go, Ewan, what do you think's funny? Well, tell you what I think's funny. I think farts are funny. Yes. And when I say farts, I mean men's farts, right? Men's farts hilarious, all right? Women's farts, a little bit like a secret society, really, isn't it, ladies? Like a guy will proudly fart. He will go, that was me. Whereas a woman will spend all day sneaking out little bits of the same fart, trying not to get caught. And if you do get caught, ladies, you'll say something like, oh no, that fell out. I didn't know it was there, honestly, it was just an accident, it fell out. Oh, how embarrassing. And I understand the concept of farts falling out, but you still know that they're there. And if you're a guy and you're with some mates and you've got a fart that's going to fall out and you see a set of stairs, you go, watch this. And you're an instant farting legend amongst your mates. Because that's the kind of fun that guys have with their farts, okay? On the Variety Bash, one of my team members, Ed Finn, he's a really good farter. I'm a very good farter. We're both very good farters, okay? And we've actually been trying to speak to each other using farts. And Ed came up to me, and I knew it was serious. I could tell by the look on his face. He came up to me and he goes, "Hello." And I was so impressed, I tried to respond in kind by going, "How are you?" But I ended up writing half of it down. But that's a secret society, right? That's men's farting. Here's an example of the secret society of women farting, right? My late wife, it's very sad, she passed away, but we went shopping a couple of years ago. We went shopping for a duvet cover. And we're standing there and going, oh yeah, look, $19.95, what a bargain. And my wife goes, yes, Ewan, but for $29.95 we could get one with a floral pattern. So I started arguing with her, right? I started going, look, let's use a little bit of common sense. It's night time, so it's dark, my eyes are closed, it's pretty dark, the light's off, it is really dark. Like we could have naked pictures of my mother-in-law for all I care, you stupid bitch. Now when I say I was arguing with my wife, it was all just happening up here in my head. I wasn't saying any of this shit out loud, right? I ain't that stupid. And I turned to her like, and she'd gone, and I thought, oh, I could have said some of it out loud. And she'd gone to the end of the aisle and she's standing, oh perfect, and she's standing there at the end of the aisle and she's looking. I'm thinking maybe she's found a duvet cover with a floral pattern. 1995, we're back to bargain status, okay? So I start walking towards where my wife's standing, and as I walk towards her, she sees me, she acknowledges me, she looks at the shelf, acknowledges something on the shelf, and then she disappears off around the corner. Now I know that I need to stop and look at what it was she was looking at in case I get questioned when I get home, because I know how you guys work with like that with your, you saw me looking at something, didn't you look at it thing. So I walk to where my wife was standing, and I walk into what I can only describe as like an envelope of warmth, okay? Like something really big had fallen out of her ass and broken, and it wasn't pretty either. Like it was, you've heard of Agent Orange, this was like Agent Brown. I'm just there, I'm starting to sweat just standing in it, and I went, you know what, I'm going to go and confront the bitch about this one. But before I could leave, a family of 4 walked around the corner into the envelope of warmth, and the kids are like, oh Jesus Dad, and the father goes, it wasn't me, it was this filthy bastard here. Secret society. Tom and Jessica, I want to thank you guys for having me here today at your birthday party. It is a huge honour, and I love Westies, and I love the way that Westies do things, and it's really cool. And you know what's really awesome too is that like you're 50 but you're scoring somebody under 30, which is awesome. Sad thing is Jessica's scoring a 50-year-old. And look, you know, I just think you guys are fantastic people, and you know, I just like I know some of your friends. I went to school with some of your friends and stuff like that, and as some of you guys are probably aware, I'm also a marriage celebrant, and my birthday present to you is that if you need a celebrant for your wedding in March in 2015, let me know the date, and if I'm available, I'd be delighted to be able to do it. Because I know that some people here are going like, oh fuck, you're going to marry them today, aren't you? Yes. Down the back there, a couple of people over here. Yes. Not today, ladies and gentlemen. But hopefully I'll see you all when that does happen, and honestly, I mean that sincerely. I'm more than happy to give my services to you. We can make that a sales training exercise or something. But no, I'd love to do that for you guys because I think you're fantastic. I love the work you do for Rotary and stuff like that, and just the love that you have for your family and friends. So I'm going to finish up. I just again want to say thanks so much, and I'm going to finish up with this poem. It's 2 poems. The first one is a poem about hitchhiking, because I used to do a lot of hitchhiking. I don't anymore, but I still sympathise with the hitchhiker, and I call this poem Ode to the Hitchhiker, My Hitchhiking Friend. It goes like this. Thank you very much. Next one's got some words in it. And actually what I did with this one's actually available if you go to Variety, the children's charity, okay, and it's not available online, and if you buy it, please don't put it online. But if you make a donation to Variety, they'll send you the CD. And what we did with the help of the Ford Motor Company, Petrolhead magazine and GT Radials, we put the CD together. And what I did is I went through the Auto Trader magazine, and I put car names into sentences, and then put the sentences together to tell a story just using car names. So some of you may have heard it, but you'll get the hang of it as it goes along, all right? I think you'll find just using car names, I think you'll find it's quite a valiant effort. That's actually one of the highlights right there. If you're not enjoying it now, you're going to hate it as it goes along. But it goes like this. I met her at the Civic. I'd been holding up the bar all night. As she walked in, I looked her over. I thought she seemed familiar. But that was just a mirage. I was there with my mate Joe, right? My mate Joe broke window in our pew, Joe. But she was quite a starlet. We're in a nice little Mini. She came up to me of her own accord. I said, "Howdy." She told me she thought that I was quite gallant. I tried to impress her. She told me not to push it. I had to be honest, I told her I wanted to lance her. Turns out she was an escort. I thought to myself, well, that's Ford. I couldn't afford to pay. She said, "You don't know what you're missing." So I paid. I took her back to my bedroom, or HQ as I like to call it. Sat on the bed. I said, "Jag your ass over here." I had a big horn. And I was an absolute legend. I was, like, I even rubbed her Volvo. And we did it on an Anglia like this. Anyway, 4 minutes later, when there was a prelude, I went to see if we had any food left in the larder. You know, I was thinking about the night that I spent with that woman, like about 18 months later. I'd gone down to the beach. I'd gone down to the beach with my mate Hemi. So you know what that means, eh? It means that, like, you had to walk back up the hill, man. But I was thinking about the night that I spent with that woman as I'm watching the sun set on the skyline. Watching the surf roll in. I know what you're thinking. I wonder where he fits in Citroen. I just did. And I was thinking about the night that I spent with that woman. I was thinking, man, maybe I should have worn a condom that fits my bitsy. I've left her with a legacy. You know, a bambina. Yeah. Hey, but I won't tear down an Avenger. And that, son, is how you came to be. Hey, guys. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your night. Look after your friends, and especially look after Tom and Jessica for the rest of their lives as well. And I'll see you on March the 15th. 15.
Awesome, Ewan. Okay, we now have the benefit of our caterers going to come and do about an hour to an hour and a half or thereabouts of live music.
Can we just have 10 minutes?
You can have 10 minutes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sort it out. So, wood-fired pizzas are happening as we speak. They're out the front door. If anyone's hungry, enjoy the night, folks. Awesome, Ewan. Have a great ball. Thank you very much.